Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bike Alex. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated comebacks in off-road history, the 2025 Kawasaki KX 500. We'll break down its design, engine specs, handling, legacy, and whether this is the ultimate dirt bike for you. Let's hit the throttle. The legend of the KX 500. The original KX 500 was a monster, a fire-breathing two-stroke dirt bike that defined an era. Built for domination, it ruled desert races and motocross circuits with its brutal torque and speed. It was raw, unfiltered, and unforgiving, but that's exactly what riders loved. Retired in 2004, it became a cult classic. For over 2 decades, fans have been begging Kawasaki to bring it back. And now, in 2025, Kawasaki delivers. Design, old-school soul, modern body. The 2025 KX 500 is a beautiful blend of past and present. At first glance, it retains the aggressive stance and sharp attitude of its predecessor. But take a closer look, and you'll see a thoroughly modern dirt bike frame, built on an all-new lightweight aluminum perimeter frame derived from Kawasaki's current KX 450 platform. The KX 500 is more rigid yet agile, plastics and ergonomics, sleek new bodywork, minimalist radiator shrouds, and a razor-sharp tail design make it feel futuristic. The flat seat and slim profile give riders better movement and control. Color scheme. It pays homage to the OG lime green Kawasaki legacy with bold graphics and subtle throwbacks, including the retro KX logo on the shrouds. Engine, the heart of a monster. Now for the main course, the engine. At its core is a completely re-engineered 499 cubic centimeters two-stroke single-cylinder engine, liquid-cooled and tuned for explosive power and throttle response. Highlights. Updated with electronic fuel injection for precise power delivery. Advanced power valve system for improved low-end torque. Optimized expansion chamber for a broader power band. Meets current emissions regulations without losing its bite. This isn't just an old-school motor in a new shell. It's a purpose-built machine made for today's aggressive riders. It pumps out over 65 horsepower, with arm-ripping torque that hits instantly. If you've never ridden a 500 cubic centimeters two-stroke before, brace yourself. This thing doesn't just accelerate, it launches. Suspension and handling, tame the beast. Power means nothing without control. And Kawasaki knows that. So, they fitted the 2025 KX 500 with KYB AOS 48mm forks up front and a fully adjustable rear monoshock with linkage. Travel. A massive 12.2 inches front and 12.4 inches rear gives it plenty of cushion for big hits and rough terrain. Handling. The new chassis geometry makes it surprisingly nimble for a 500. With a revised rake and trail, it corners better than ever. Weight. It tips the scales at around 247 pounds, wet, light for its class and noticeably more manageable thanks to the modern frame and suspension. Brakes, tires and components, stopping the storm. You'll need serious stopping power with this much torque, and Kawasaki delivered. Brakes. Front, 270mm pedal disc with a twin-piston caliper. Rear, 240mm disc with a single-piston caliper. They're progressive and strong, providing excellent feel for trail braking and hard landings. Tires. Comes with Dunlop Geomax MX33S, excellent for a mix of track and trail riding. 21-inch front and 18-inch rear combo keeps things classic but effective. Other features. High-performance radiators with an electric fan. Oversized foot pegs. Optional electric start, kickstart is standard. Adjustable clutch and brake levers. Electronics, minimal but essential. The KX 500 stays true to its roots, no ride modes, no traction control, no nonsense. But Kawasaki added just the right amount of modern tech. Key additions. Electronic fuel injection, EFI, makes a huge difference in throttle response and altitude compensation. Digital CDI ignition, smoother and more consistent spark. Optional launch control, borrowed from the KX 450. Riding experience, unfiltered adrenaline. Riding the 2025 KX 500 is an experience like no other. The power delivery is sharp and aggressive. You can feel every pulse of that massive piston. It pulls hard from low RPMs and screams through the mid-range like a banshee. Cornering is surprisingly sharp thanks to the updated chassis, and the suspension absorbs everything from roots to whoops with confidence. But make no mistake, this bike demands respect. It rewards skill and punishes mistakes. Who is this bike for? So who should buy the 2025 KX 500? This bike isn't for beginners. It's built for experienced riders, racers, and two-stroke fanatics who want raw power in a modern shell. Whether you're into motocross, desert racing, enduro, or just want the ultimate weekend warrior, this machine delivers. It's a passion project by Kawasaki, for the purists. Maintenance, parts, and support. Maintaining a two-stroke is simpler than a four-stroke in many ways: fewer moving parts, easier top-end rebuilds. And Kawasaki designed the new KX 500 with serviceability in mind. Parts availability will be solid, especially with Kawasaki offering official performance kits, plastics, and ECU maps. Reeds, pistons, exhaust upgrades, and suspension tuning options will be readily available, with a strong aftermarket following already growing online. Price and availability. Let's talk numbers. The 2025 Kawasaki KX 500 has a starting MSRP of $10,999. That puts it in line with the top-end 454 strokes. But when you factor in the power, legacy, and uniqueness of the KX 500, it's arguably a bargain. Availability: limited run in 2025, with priority to select dealers and race teams first. Broader availability by mid-year. Final verdict: is the 2025 KX 500 worth it? So here's the final verdict. The 2025 Kawasaki KX 500 is not just a re-release. It's a rebirth. A perfected modern interpretation of a legend. With its monster two-stroke engine, refined chassis, and aggressive attitude, this bike is everything fans hoped for, and more. It's wild. It's powerful. It's real. And in a world of electronics and restrictions, the KX 500 is a breath of premix-scented fresh air. Outro, call to action. What do you think of the new KX 500? Would you ride one? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more two-stroke madness, and tap the bell so you don't miss what's next.